I realize the only thing constant is change. And the more things change, the more they actually stay the same. Today, let's have a courageous conversation about constant change. Why being comfortable is uncomfortable. Oh, I'm mic'd up. You know what's up. Turn me up. Join me, and let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope you're having a great day in a great way. I hope you're doing well. Hit the thumbs up button on this video, family. Come on, hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. We're going to have a conversation, a courageous conversation of illumination. But in order to do that, we got to pay that light bill. Come on, let's pay the light bill, family. How do we pay that light bill? We pay that light bill by dropping some light bulb emojis in the chat. As a matter of fact, come on, help me out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's light it up. We too lit to quit. We're going to flip the switch all the way up. Let's brighten it up in here, up in here, up in here. Why? Because we are the light of the world. And on our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains, we're talking about constant change. Why being comfortable is uncomfortable. Oh, let's make it make sense. Let's spotlight, let's highlight the particular topic. And I want to ask you a series of questions. Who told you that you cannot make it? I need you to hear me. The people who counted you out can't count. They discounted your value. They discounted your worth. They discounted your self-esteem, and they try to put you on a clearance rack. When your price is way too high, you need to cut it. Right? Come on, cut out all that stinking thinking that keeps you sulking and sinking. Cut out all the scarcity mindset. Cut out all the reasons why it won't work. Cut it all out. Yeah, cut it all out so that you can step into the power of who it is that you are. Who told you that you can't make it? But also, what's holding you back? What's stopping you from moving forward? I need you to hear me. You can't let what people say to you, you can't let what people say about you push you off the path of your purpose. You got to stay tapped in. You got to stay 10 toes down. I'm locked in. Ain't no switching up. When we locked in, we not switching up. Come on, family. Just type constant change. Constant change. I got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I have to be uncomfortable with being comfortable. That's what I have to get to the particular place. Why? Because the only thing constant is change. And here's the thing. Everybody wants change until they are required to participate in the change of what it is that they desire to receive. I'm talking better than y'all talking back to me. Let me say it twice because it's also nice. Everybody wants change until they are required to participate in the change that they desire to see. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to really change your eating habits? How bad do you want to change your sleeping habits? How bad do you want to change your relationships? How bad do you really want to change your workout regimen and your routine and your routine and your prayer life and developing who it is that you are and your gifts and your calling, your purpose and your education? How bad do you really want it? Because here's the thing, based upon how bad you want it, you will sacrifice for it. You'll eat strawberries instead of Skittles. You eat blueberries instead of Butterfingers. Why? Because you want to transform your life. You want to transform your physique. You understand that here it is. For me to do that, I got to make a sacrifice. here's what it is. I got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I got to be comfortable. Got to be uncomfortable being comfortable. People are always going to yell about what you did wrong. People are always only going to whisper about what it is that you did right. Isn't that interesting? They'll yell about what you did wrong, but they'll whisper about what you do right. And at the end of the day, the competition that you really have is you staring at you. The greatest competition that you have is the man or the woman that's in the mirror. You are your only competition. Here's what you have to do. You have to make a decision to move into a place of completion. You have to make a decision to be the best you that you can possibly be. Come on, family, type I love me. I love me. And if you love you, you're going to do what it takes for that so that you can provide the best life for yourself. It's a demarcating line that we have to draw in the sand, which is it going to be a breakdown or is it going to be a breakthrough? What am I going to experience? What am I going to expect? What am I going to move into a particular place to where this is required of me and now I'm going to execute for that? How can you be the best if you don't even make adjustments to be your best? There is no growth without change. Constant change requires constant growth. Right? No growth without change. There's certain people, if you think about it, there's certain habits. There's certain things that we need to break away from so that we can break through. Old habits die hard, I get it. But if you don't build good ones, then the ones that are bad will stifle your progress. If I don't uproot the weeds, now the weeds will overtake the crop or the plant of what it is that I'm trying to sow, that I'm trying to grow. And the weeds will always try to choke it out. What weeds are in your life? What are the things that are in your life that are choking at your greatness, choking your purpose and your calling, your tenacity and your integrity and your identity? What in the world, what in your life is choking? Is the weed that in many cases trying to devour the seed? What is it that's in your life that you know needs to be rectified? Changes will not be made if we don't change the way that we think. And here's the thing, the way that you're thinking has everything to do with where you're going or lack thereof. It has everything to do with whether it's going to be forward or backward. And it's got to be to a particular place to where you say, listen, it's forward ever, backward never. Not caving in, not throwing in the towel, not giving up, not doing all those things that are saying it's not going to happen for me. I'm not throwing in no towel. Yeah, I'm not throwing in the towel. I'm not giving up. I'm not waving the white flag. I'm not saying, yeah, I'm in a particular place of surrender to the situation. I'm not surrendering to the situation. I'm surrendering to the Savior, if anything. I got to move into that particular place. I got to move into that particular vein and understand my value and my worth. Come on, family, just type know your worth. Type know your worth. Know your worth. Know your worth. It's worth knowing your worth. Why? Because there is a constant change that is going on. Companies are dissolving. Companies are collaborating to really affect their bottom line positively. Certain things are taking place and transpiring that moves you to a place to where now it calls you to question who it is that you are and what it is that God called you to do. Old school song says, you got me going in circles all around and around and around. And for many of us, that's more than a song. It's indicative of the lifestyle that we live. What do I mean by that? This world is designed to keep you reaching but never attaining, going in circles but never making any forward progress. But here's what you're going to do today. You're going to break free. Come on, family, just type break out. You're going to break free. You're going to break out from depression and negativity and bitterness and strife. You got to break away from the unhealthy and the toxic relationships that are polluting your life. That's why I want you to be a part of my Eagles community, because beyond unhealthy and toxic, now you need healthy and transformative. You need healthy and truth. It's time for you to get to that particular place to where you don't just revolve, but you evolve. You develop who it is that you are from a greater place and a greater plane. If not, you're going to have toxic relationships and connections and associations that are polluting your life. And here's what you got to get to the place. Listen, I'm not going to, I can't let you get to a particular place to where you pollute. I got to uproot. If you're trying to come into my life to pollute, I got to uproot. Yeah, I got to get rid of that weed that I thought was a seed. Got to get rid of all of what it is that's trying to choke the dream and the talent and the vision and the tenacity of what it is that God gave you. If you're coming into my life to pollute, so long, bye-bye. I got to uproot. Come on, family, just type uproot, uproot, uproot. This is why it's so needed and necessary for you to be around individuals who are rooted, who are grounded, who are developing each and every single specific day of their life, especially since they are in our Eagles Academy community. You owe it to you to be a part of it. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, and I guarantee you will be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You'll be transforming your relationships and your finances, in your business, in your associations and your connections. And everything that you put your hands to is getting ready to prosper for you. TheEaglesAcademy.com, TheEaglesAcademy.com, TheEaglesAcademy.com. Yeah, the coaching, the teaching, the training, the mentoring, the live sessions, mind-blowing. When you get there, TheEaglesAcademy.com, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, and I guarantee you that you will be transformed. If you're also not a member of In the Mix, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing? You just watch In the Mix, but you're not a member of In the Mix? Come on, let's change that. All you have to do is tap the link in the description, tap the link in the video, in the description of this video, tap the link in our live chat. And simply as you tap the link in our live chat, it's going to take you to a particular place that is giving you 3 specific outlets: VIP, Royalty, OQP. Choose one of those 3. Give you my gift to you is to give you access to our members only area. Membership has its privileges. You might as well go ahead and embark on it, bask in it, watch it, view it. Yeah, enjoy it. Tap the link in the description of this video, link in our chat to become a member of In the Mix. We're talking about constant change. Why being comfortable is uncomfortable. Whew. Really is, because here's the thing. If you get complacent, you always get replaced. On the other side of greatness is comfort. And most people will not risk their comfort to be great. Oh, we're going to get really uncomfortable here. Trust me. We get ready to go to another level, but we got to segue. We got to, get into a little commercial real quickly. After these messages, got a special message in the midst of this special message for you. After these messages, I'll be right back.
Our schools are underfunded, teachers are underpaid, and our children are undereducated. Our classrooms, culture, curriculum, and communities are in crisis like never before. Education is the key, but the lock is broken. So how do we fix it? I'm so glad that you asked. I'm giving you strategies in my new book. It's my 17th book, by the way, called Strategies for Successful Schools. How to develop a diverse classroom of learners who read, lead, and succeed. This is a book that's available right now for our educational leaders. It's a must-read for school board members, parents, community advocates, transformative teachers, and yes, for those of you who desire to see our children lead and succeed. But not only that, so many of our young people are struggling with their academics, their mental well-being, limiting beliefs, procrastination, interpersonal trauma, and just feeling like they're hopeless. But what if there was a go-to guide to empower you to be a champion and our children to be a champion and empower them to overcome challenges? Here's the good news. I've got another book for you. It's my 18th one. Learners are Leaders, Strategies and Solutions for Student Success. It's got a 31-day journal in there. It's got affirmations, really a lot of valuable life lessons, ways to set smart goals for success, improve your mental well-being, foster academic success. So much more that is in store when you get not just one, but both of these books. They're both available right now on Amazon. Yeah, go get it right now. But also, you can get signed copies. that are available at theeaglesacademy.com/books. Don't just get them for you, but also get them for someone else too.
Yes, y'all. And we don't stop. Come on, family. I need you to heed to these resources that you've heard. Let's get back to the word. Oh, what is that word? What is that word? You know what that word is. We're talking about constant change. Oh, yes, we are. Why being comfortable is uncomfortable, rather. And I need you to hear me. You're too special and you're too significant to reduce yourself and succumb to the negative controls and opinions of you and around you. Why is that? Because it takes a resilient mind to make the quantum leap. Yeah, a leap that's really significant. Leap that changes and transforms your vision and your life and your family and your mentality. That's the quantum leap. And hear me, we should have a Mary and Elizabeth experience to where when you get in close proximity with vision casters, vision pushers, visionaries who cause your vision to leap, here's what they do. They don't come to hate on you. They come to celebrate with you. Yeah. Why? Because if you're blessing my neighbor, God is blessing my neighbor. That means he's in my neighborhood. I ought to get real happy. You ought to get real happy when you see the mailman coming. Yeah, he's got to deliver mail here, there, everywhere. But you ought to get happy, especially when he starts delivering it close to you, because that's just an indication of that I'm getting ready to get what God has for me. Get ready to take the quantum leap. Break away from everything that's trying to break me down. When you're dead, they're going to put you in a box. But while you're alive, you might as well break out of the box. Might as well overcome the box. Here's what you got to do. Come on, family. Type this: analyze and organize. That's what I have to do. I have to analyze. I have to organize. I have to prioritize my purpose. I have to prioritize organization. I have to prioritize analysis, not by paralysis, but real analysis. Where is it that we're going? What is it that we want to accomplish? That's the questions that you got to ask yourself. What's really within me? What's my passion? What's my purpose? I got to move into a particular place of constant change. Why? Because the most dangerous place that you can be in life is not when you're walking on water, but when you're staying in the boat. Peter began to walk on the water. He didn't just walk on the water. He walked on the word of what it is that God gave him. You have to get to that particular place to where you understand. It's going to be a lot of people trying to pull you back into the boat of benevolence, the boat of this, the boat of that, the boat of shallow, stinking thinking that keeps you soaking and sinking, when God is saying, get out of the boat and start walking on water. Don't look at the storm that's coming. Don't look at the winds that are howling. Don't look at the rain that's coming. Focus on getting out of the boat and taking one step. Because if you take one step, I'll take two. If you take two steps, I'll take three. I will double, multiply, triple your progress. Old adage says this: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But here's the thing: how can you improve your life if you don't take inventory of your life? A lot of times we're waiting until things are in disarray to make changes. To the extent, so much so, that here's what we'll do. We'll ignore the signals. We'll ignore the red flags along the way. Oh, come on. You knew. You know your antennas were up. But you refused to ignore the signals. You refuse to ignore the red flags. Why? Because red is your favorite color. Got to take the time to analyze your life. Got to take the time to analyze your relationships and say who or what is a liability versus an asset. Yeah. Are they a liability or are they an asset to your ability? What is it? Liabilities are going to withdraw from you. Liabilities are going to take from you. Liabilities are going to try to stop you from moving to the particular place of where it is that you've been called to be. But assets, on the other hand, cause your value to accrue, cause you to go to another dimension, causes you to be able to have a praise party, not a pity party. It causes you now to be able to mend the broken places and spaces of your life so that you can look at what is broken, what needs to be remediated, what here it is needs to be repaired. There's certain issues within us that need to be repaired. We got to do that personal inventory. We have to do that particular perspective and of inspection. That's what we got to do. That personal inventory of inspection. Because here's what it calls us to do. It calls us to break out of lethargy. It calls us to take the time to fix and mend and repair what is bleak, what is broken, what keeps us in a particular place of remaining in the boat. When you were called to step out of the boat, here it is. That stepping out of the boat is about the aspect of constant change. That stepping out of the boat says, I got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And then I got to be uncomfortable with being comfortable, because comfortable or comfortability is uncomfortability. Yeah. When greatness is calling you, you can't just remain comfortable. And here's what we've done. We become comfortable where it is that we are. We've become comfortable based on other people's opinions that oftentimes keeps us in a psychological prison. What is it that you know you need to break free from so that you can break through into? That's what I got to do. I got to break through into my purpose, my calling, my passion, my commitment of what it is that God has assigned to my life. I'm speaking over your life. Come on, family, just type B3. I'm speaking over your life, B3, that everything in your life is getting ready to be bigger, it's getting ready to be better, and it's about to be brighter. Everything that seemed like it was held up, no, God was just developing you to rise up, to take your rightful place, to understand that you got an inheritance, you got joy, you got peace, you got power, you got increase. What are you doing with it? How are you using your gifts to really impact and empower not just the next generation, but the now generation? It's time for constant change. What I love about it says Jesus Christ the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. In the midst of ups and downs and vicissitudinous situations and circumstances, in the midst of all of that, I got to get to a particular place to understand I have to have some consistency, and then I also got to have some frequency. Got to be in a particular place of, I got to embrace the winds of change, and I got to be constant. I got to be steadfast. I got to be unmovable. I got to move into a place of consistency. It's not that they're more talented than you. It's not that they work harder than you. It's not that they look halfway much better than you. It's the fact that they're consistent. Consistent being good, consistent being bad. A lack of consistency for many of us. And so a lack of consistency breeds this. A lack of consistency breeds constant change that we're not ready for. Praying for a blessing, but it becomes a curse to you simply because you don't know how to handle it. You mismanage it. You mismanage the gift. You mismanage the anointing. You mismanage the overflow. Come on, I got to get into a place of servant leadership, being a good steward of finances, resources, all of what it takes for you to make your life work. Come on, you know you're gifted for greatness. You know there's a gift that's on the inside of you. You know You have something that the world needs. Yeah, you do. With all of what it is that you've gone through, with how people have hated on you, without going through the divorce and the breakups, and your heart being torn into little pieces, there's still something great about you. There's still something great inside of you. It's your time to show up. This is your time to shine. This is your time to embrace the winds of constant change. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. I got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I got to be uncomfortable with being comfortable. Many of us, we are comfortable with being comfortable. And we hate being uncomfortable. Why? Because it moves into a particular place of a lack of preparedness, a lack of where it is that you feel that you need to be, but you're not necessarily there yet. But I need you to hear me. There's a space and place and a grace for growth that is right here, up in here, up in here. Listen, this is a great place to sow. Not as a debt that you owe, it is a seed that you sow. And I would like for you to sow into this word that you've heard. Yeah, the constant change. Why being comfortable is uncomfortable. Sure is. But as you are preparing to give your seed, of course, this is good ground. Listen, I want you to sow where you grow. I want you to sow where you soar. This is where you grow. This is where you soar. Cash App, $Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. That's what it is. That's where it is. That's how we go from where it is that we are to where we can be. Of course, we've been having a super chat, super sticker. Come on, drop that. We've been having a super chat. We've been having a super conversation. Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker. These are the type of super conversations that we need. Cash App, $Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. I'm believing. I already know it, that is happening even now. That even as you're sowing your seed, certain things are happening in your life. Why? Because this is good ground. Not as a debt that you owe, it is a seed that you sow. And I'm joining my faith with yours, that God does 30, 60, 100-fold in your life, exceedingly abundantly, above all that you can ask or think, is happening for you. And here it is. What I love about it, it's going to be big. It's going to be massive. It's going to be expansive. It's going to be so magnanimous, splendiferous, enormous. And it's not only just going to wow you, it's going to wow your haters and your doubters too. Why? Because it's happening for you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the online Cash Apps, PayPal, Zelles. Again, Cash App, $Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. And you can also sow by tapping the link in the description of this video. Link is in our live chat too. Was this empowering for somebody? Did this bless somebody? The whole aspect of the constant change and the winds of change and the currents that you just got to ride on out. So, listen, a plane can't get to the place and the acme of where it can go without turbulence. Yeah, you're feeling a little bit of turbulence. You're feeling a little bit of uneasiness. The plane is shaking, quaking. Feels like it's having convulsions and contractions. But here it is. Higher you go, sometimes you're going to feel some greater turbulence as you go. But it's only for a minute. It's only for a little while. And then you exceed, you move into the abundant, above all that you can ask or even think of yourself. Are you a member of In the Mix? Come on, you got to become a member of In the Mix. Links in the chat, links in the description of this video. As you tap that link, you're going to see a prompt for 3 particular tiers: VIP, Royalty, OQP. Choose one of those tiers. And my gift to you is to give you access to our behind the scenes, members only area. Behind the scenes, up close and personal. Yeah. Tap the link in the description of this video. Link is in the chat. VIP, Royalty, OQP. Choose one of those specific avenues, and we would be glad. Yeah. We'd be glad to invite you and unlock the membership area. Membership has privileges. So much so that you can partner with me to become an ultimate member by being a member of our Equals community. It's where I teach, it's where I coach, it's where I train, it's where I mentor. It's where I have courageous conversations about the things that we may be grappling with, whether it's financial, whether it's spiritual, whether it's social, whether it's emotional, whether it's relational and intellectual. We cover the whole gamut of the game. And you owe it to you to get into our Zoom room as we take time to empower you, speak life into you through the Eagle's Nest reflections, through connecting us with us in our private Facebook group, with the whole aspect of the teaching, the coaching, the training, and the mentoring that I give you empowers you to where you see examples, to where you see transformation as a result. Yeah. You owe it to you. Yes, to be a part of In the Mix as a member, but also an Eagles community member as well. TheEaglesAcademy.com, TheEaglesAcademy.com, TheEaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. Link is also in our chat and our video description. Family, I hope you got something from this today. Did you? Why? Because In the Mix is out of time. But y'all know I'm not out of truth, so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. And we roll together each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix right here. Yeah, on the YouTube side. And while you're here, hit the thumbs up button. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Yes. Need you to do that. Well, of course, while we're here at the YouTube side, I do want you to make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe on the social media side. Sincere salute to all of you who are watching us on social media. Just got a question for you, though. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Step this way, step that way. Yes, step this way, step that way. Not just this way or that way. Yeah, but this way and that way. By friending me, follow me on social media. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop at EddieConnorJr. Come on, family. Put some respect on my name. EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. I'm personally inviting you, though. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. To receive a word from me every Sunday and Tuesday, as I am the pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Church. 10 a.m. every Sunday, 6 p.m. on Tuesdays for prayer, 7 p.m. for Bible study. And you say, well, where do I come? I'd love to be there at the Remnant Worshipers Church, 20470 Hubble Street. Let me say it twice because it's also nice. 20470 Hubble Street. And I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Come early, and come often. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, don't hesitate. Please reach out to me. Get any of my books on Amazon. Got 18 of them out there. You might as well add me to your library. You can also get the books at theeaglesacademy.com/books. Be glad to sign a copy for you. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker, now why would you look any further? Come on, you know I'm the man for the job. So invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your session. Let's make some progression. All you got to do is email me to invite me, info@eddieconnor.com. That's info@eddieconnor.com. And it would be a tremendous honor for me to empower you. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand. Yo, brother. Oh, and I mean that. From another mother family. It's been fun, but you know, brother, got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, treat and a treasure, joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure, but I want you, yes, you, I'm talking to you now, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, whole lot brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher.
Family, there is power in partnership, and we are better together, which is why I am on a mandated mission to activate 30, yes, 30 new action takers who are ready to soar beyond their limits. I'm ready to develop and deploy you into your gifts and your greatness. Now, are you ready? Well, get activated by joining the Eagles Academy, where we cultivate your gifts and your talents to become the greatest version of yourself. And we do this through weekly mastermind sessions where you receive strategies for exponential growth with self-paced Eagles Nest reflections that include personalized feedback to transform you, to renew your mindset, to empower you to take action and actualize your purpose. Are you an action taker? If so, today I ask you, are you ready to answer the call? Well, great. Then visit theeaglesacademy.com and become a member. For only $24.99, you will unlock unlimited knowledge and resources that will launch you and catapult you into the greatest version of yourself. I invite you to the winner's circle. On your mark, get set, go right now to theeaglesacademy.com and seize this moment.